What's happening, my friends, my joyful people? How's everybody doing today? I'm excited because we are in, I guess, our third part of our breakdown on life expectancy and things that we can do to increase our life expectancy. So like I said, I turned 42 about 2 weeks ago, and I decided I wanted to share some of the things that I have learned over the years that can increase life expectancy. And today, there's one obvious thing and one not so obvious thing that I'm going to share with you about life expectancy. So, the first thing is exercise. This is the kind of obvious thing that you guys will know about, increasing your life expectancy. But what you might not know is that if you just exercise consistently for 3 hours a week, that breaks down to 30 minutes a day, your DNA and your cells will change in that you will be 9 years younger. That's right, I said it right. 9 years younger, exercising 3 times a week, 30 minutes a day. That's pretty cool. It's like gaining 9 years in your life. All right. So, knowing also though, that if you go 2 days without actually working out, hey, I see some guys jumping on. It's good to see you guys. If you go 2 days without working out, that can be really problematic for your ability to continue to do this. So what happens is it breaks the habit. So a lot of times people will work out, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or they'll work out, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And if you go longer than that, in the sense of where you don't work out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you break that habit. So you want to make sure that you're spacing things out accordingly for keeping the consistency and not quitting, because it's really about a long-term effect with the body and not a short-term effect. All right. So exercise year after year, basically then going on and off. And that's how you gain those extra 9 years, is being consistent. And I tell people one of the biggest things is to make sure that you're finding things that you absolutely love. All right. So I love to lift weights. I love doing yoga. I love barre. I really like taking walks in nature. So it's not like twisting my arm to have to go and do that. Also find a friend to go with. Okay, because we talked about that as far as having relationships and walking in nature last week. So those are things that you can do. All right. So just know that's one. And then it also helps to improve sleep and your energy level if you exercise regularly, especially if you exercise to the place of being tired enough. What happens is your sleep will increase because you've actually given your body that workout, and then you're able to rest at night and not be kind of restless because you haven't exerted enough. Hey, Valerie, it's so good to see you. Thanks for jumping on. So that's the obvious thing that can increase life expectancy. Real obvious. Now here's the not so obvious one. Flossing. All right. Yes. Flossing your teeth. All right. Every day, making it a habit. Now here's what's crazy about it. So that number one, we know that it will help reduce gum disease. But did you know that flossing your teeth will actually help to reduce heart disease? Yeah. And heart disease is actually a number one killer of women. People think it's men that, get heart attacks and all of that kind of stuff. No, women suffer from heart disease. So you guys, flossing our teeth is exceptionally important. And I'm going to break down why. All right. So when you floss your teeth or you don't floss your teeth, you have bacteria that starts to formulate inside the gum, and you'll have like a little bit of inflammation. That inflammation is an indication of bacteria that is just residing in your mouth. Okay, that bacteria in the mouth that stays there will fester and get into the bloodstream and in the plaque within, and will form plaque within your arteries. That's the narrowing of the arteries. So you got a big artery, and then guess what? The plaque happens, and this happens. So now you start to restrict blood flow. That blood flow restriction then can cause heart attack or heart disease in people. So that's the obvious one, the gums. But what happens on the other side is that the body will start to respond to the bacteria in the mouth as an actual disease state or inflammation that we have, right? So when we're not flossing our teeth, our body then starts to think, oh, there's an infection. So it forms inflammation around something. Like if you bruise yourself or you bump into something and you actually have like that it's like acute inflammation. It's good because it's actually protecting that joint, those ligaments, the things that are happening with when you sprain an ankle or do something. But chronic inflammation of the body, what it does over time is it also will start to narrow the arteries. All right. So what happens is basically the inflammation causes a puffiness, and that puffiness then in the heart area creates that issue. So flossing our teeth has so much to do with our hearts. So making sure that you're making that part of a daily regimen is so, so important. So put your floss near your toothbrush and your toothpaste. You know, make sure that you're getting it in. Sometimes getting the flossers, because sometimes it's hard, you know, you got to put everything on your fingers and, you know, get in there, whatever. So if the flossers are easier, just make sure you gotta go from one side to the other so that you're not just going straight up and down, that you go into both sides of the tooth. The other thing you can do is oil pulling in the morning, for those who don't know. And you can also do tongue scraping, which helps to reduce the bacteria as well in the mouth. So you guys, there's a lot out there of understanding how to take care of your oral hygiene. It is really important for life expectancy, and it has more to do with heart disease than you know. So if you guys have any questions, I see some people jumping on and hopping on and off, but I'm just letting you guys know, exercise and flossing your teeth, if you want bottom line to this one, is what you need to do to improve. If you're just hopping on, just watch it again. I promise I'm not on here long, but it may be a tip that can help you, a family, or a friend. So I ask for you guys to always share the joy, which means share this video out. It's real easy to hit that button, and you could really help somebody's health and wellness with these. The one thing I will tell you is that on YouTube, you can find information on oil pulling and tongue scraping in my Do All Things with Joy, or you can follow me on Kimberly Joy Morgan and find the Share the Joy videos. So if you want more information on that, you can get it, but I'm not going to go over that again. All right. So peace and blessings, guys. If I don't see any questions, if you guys have questions about what I talked about, by all means, let me know. You know, I'm here for you for that. But remember to share the joy, which means share this video out, do all things with joy, and I will talk to you next week. Yes, flossing, Eva, you got it. That's what it's all about. All right, peace and blessings, guys, and we will talk to you next week.